Let's do Growl on the Prowl. Let's do it right now.
Actually, I have something else.
Okay. Sonic the Hedgehog, coming soon to theaters near you. See Sonic in theaters.
3, 2, 1.
Archers, attack! Keep firing! Let none escape! Another down! Do not relent!
Straight to the Scarlet Halls and entering the Green Hill Zone. I'm Slidewhistle.
I am Immunization, and I'm rolling around at the speed of sound.
I'm Aaron, and after a bunch of mic troubles, I've lived and learned.
Live and learn.
Of a podcast.
Fuck World of Warcraft. We need to discuss this. We need to talk a little bit about this fucking Sonic trailer. And let me tell you, I am still convinced this movie might not bomb.
I don't think it'll do well, but I think that it won't be as bad as everyone thinks.
So, my friends are sharing the trailer and are saying, this movie looks so good. We gotta see this. This looks great. Who wants to watch this with me? And I'm sitting there like, are they watching the same thing I'm watching? Like, did they watch the same trailer? And I played the video, and it indeed was the same trailer.
Yeah, because all I saw was like a creature that like I see in my sleep paralysis rolling around to like Gangster's Paradise.
Hey, what's up, buddy? I'm gonna stand on your chest and you can't move.
What was that song choice? Why would they use Gangster's Paradise and not like an actual Sonic tune? Why does he look like a weird toddler?
If I had to guess, it's because they were like, hey, remember Sonic was hip in the 90s? Who else was hip in the 90s? Coolio.
That's gotta be it. Well, so the comments on this video are amazingly positive. Like, astoundingly positive. Nashana says, my boys would be super excited. Me am over the top excited. Katie says, my son will super excited. Lisa says, my boys love Sonic. They will be super excited. Candace says, wonderful year for movies. Carlos says, my 4-year-old loves Sonic. Guys, it's gonna make it. It's somehow, some way, on the backs of Carlos, Candace, Lisa, Katie, and Nashana. It's gonna climb.
And me.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna watch, but I'm watching because it looks terrible. I'm watching because it looks awful, and I love movies like this. Oh my god, these comments! There's so many positive. I did not think the kids these days knew what Sonic was, but apparently all the kids know what Sonic is. Even Brandy says my 39-year-old self is gonna be watching it and loving it.
That's me. I'm Brandy's son.
Like, seriously, there's so many. It's crazy. I can't believe it. I'm shocked.
My entire relationship is based on a mutual respect for Sonic the Hedgehog, so I gotta pay my dues. Sonic's given me a lot, so it's time for him to take an hour and 20 minutes away from me.
I am sold on just a trailer soundtrack alone, says Toria. Guys, Gangster's Paradise is pulling people in. It's working.
Big draw.
Sega is doing some voodoo magic on the Facebook moms, and I don't know what to think.
If the Facebook moms can single-handedly decide polio is back, maybe they can also decide that Sonic the Hedgehog is back.
Sonic's coming back! Whoa, gotta die quick!
You don't need to vaccinate your kids if you can just show them this movie.
Whoa, Candace, there's no need to fight measles when you can fight Dr. Eggman.
Wait, is he Eggman or Robotnik in this movie?
He is Robotnik. I believe he is going by his God-given name of Ivo Robotnik.
Why are the bad guys military?
Well, because it takes place in America, and there's nothing spookier than the military. He's a military expert they're bringing in to fight Sonic, and he's gonna go crazy and allocate funds and then lose all his hair and his mustache.
Is this... Wait, so... Ivo Robotnik. What would be the origin of country of Ivo Robotnik? It sounds very Russian. Is it Russian?
Ivo Robotnik was a member of one of the only humans in Knothole Valley. If you're going by the Archie comics, he had no official origin in the games.
Okay, so this movie is a dialogue on America today. A Russian is running the military. Thank you. Good night. Now let's talk about World of Warcraft. I think we're done with Sonic
Also,
news.
this is a side fact. The main general guy looks very much like the evil general from Shadow the Hedgehog. I didn't check to see if he had heterochromia.
I don't think you did. You know, we should just
I
have
hate that I think this way.
should
that
just
I
have
know these things.
We should have a weekly Sonic check-in. See how everyone's feeling. See how Candace and Toria feel. Maybe we'll get them on the pod.
We have 28 weeks before this is a thing.
Soon, 28 weeks later. But World of Warcraft. Let's talk about what we did in the world. Aaron, what'd you do? Tell me all about it.
This week in the World of Warcraft, I mostly played around with my boy Randleman. I ran some PvP on Growlina with you boys. To some success, to mostly failure. I think I can count the amount of threes we've won on my hand, but it was still a fun time.
You don't even need a hand to count those wins.
We didn't.
Not one did we win. And I'm excited for Raid. There was supposed to be a Raid on Thursday, but all of us were going to see Avengers. So I imagine it was pretty much a ghost town there.
Yeah, we came back while they were raiding, and I think they just kind of stopped. So that's fine. As spoiler as we are, we obviously won't be talking about Avengers or Game of Thrones because we are respectable people.
Of course, we're not heathens. Although by the time this comes up, the spoilers for last Sunday's Game of Thrones are still pretty old. And also, I already know what happened, and I don't even watch the show, so y'all need to check yourselves. Not you, like the internet.
People just ran wild immediately. This thing happened. I can't believe this thing happened. I'm like, oh, dude, jeez, calm down, man.
This character be like, and it's like them falling over, and I'm like, oh, okay. So, Immune, what did you do this week in the World of Warcraft?
This week in WoW, I'm also mainly played on my alt, and a lot of it has been gearing up the druid, and he, as of last night, is, I think, 366 or 67, so he's getting up there. It was really fun. I basically played a lot of PvP, like Battlegrounds, 2s, 3s. Really enjoyable, even though, as we established, we didn't really get any wins, but I think once we get some more gear rolling and figure out exactly what we need to do in PvP, because we're pretty new to PvPing. I think none of us even really did PvP until this expansion, really, right?
Excuse me.
I certainly have not.
I'll let you know.
Sounds like Slide has.
I'm sort of Rin. I did my time in Ashran, and I earned that title for standing around while other people who knew what they were doing killed people. Thank you very much.
But yeah, Slide, or should I say the Sword of Rin, what did you do this week?
Ooh, that sounds real good, baby. It sounds real good. I got my rogue to 120 because apparently I just can't stop leveling things. So now I have 4 120s. I've been gearing up my rogue. He is looking at like 357 right now, and time walking for Pandaria is up, so he's about to get real strong. I was outlaw. I'm trying out assassination. I like poisoning things, so it's working pretty well. Yeah, that's about it. I mean, Raid Thursday, missed that. We've just been a lot of like big events like Avengers and Game of Thrones and other things that have been distracting me from WoW. Other than loving my rogue. I mean, hey, it's good shit. Before we start with our first topic, I would like to read a poem by Aaron. This is Aaron trying to fix his mic, and it's on my phone right now in the notifications box, and it's so poetic. Here we go. Computer's being weird. I'm restarting it and seeing if I can fix shit. I don't fucking know. This is so upsetting.
Snap, 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 snap.
It sounds so.
Shout out to my boy, the troubleshooting program. I just was like, what's going on with my mic? I'm gonna be late. I won't be able to record. And I went through it. And it's just like, bleep, we did it. And I'm like, what did you do? And it's just like, it. And I'm like, okay. As I ran to the recording studio with the piece of toast in my mouth.
I honestly have never had that button actually successfully do anything. Normally you click it and before you even are done pressing it, it's like, oh, we don't know.
The timing of
I
it was
will tell you,
hilarious.
with the Sonic trailer coming out today, I was already feeling very defeated. I was about to let that just end me.
But the timing of it was also funny because Immune was like, I'm gonna go lay down. Call me if anything happens. And then it's like, okay. And then when he left, I booted up WoW. I'm like, well, I'm gonna play some WoW. I don't think Aaron will get it fixed. It seems like it's a weird issue. The minute I booted up WoW and Immune laid down, he goes, hello? Hello? Is anyone there? like it was like a lost space traveler who made contact for the first time. Hello?
I just came out of the water. I'm here.
Live and learn.
I'm hanging on the edge of tomorrow. Open your heart. It's his world.
It's his world, and it's apparently Earth. So, I guess we could talk about the big boy in the room. BlizzCon is here. It's happening. I wasn't worried about it happening. I thought it was going to happen, but some people thought, maybe not this year.
You mean because Blizzard is dead? Because WoW is dead?
I like to read you a dead meme in the form of a poem, and it goes, don't you guys have phones? And people just keep spamming that on like the Facebook ad for it, and I'm like, it's not even funny anymore. It's just,
yeah, I don't even think it's, as much as I wasn't with it in the first time, it's like, I don't even think it's relevant anymore. People stopped doing that like the month after BlizzCon.
I think a lot of it is people who like Blizzard on Facebook or who follow them on Twitter, who are like haven't played since like Lich King, who just like to, the game isn't the same as when I was playing, so I haven't been subbed in 10 years, but I know what I'm talking about. And it's like, all right, Grandpa, have multiple seats.
So BlizzCon is happening. It's going to be all the cool stuff, the announcements and such. But they did announce, for what I thought was the first time they've ever done it, there's a big, expensive $500 ticket. What's going on with that?
The Portal Pass.
You guys get to play Portal 3?
Oh, I
Interesting.
wish.
That was a Valve game, but,
Collaboration.
good on Blizzard for doing it.
But basically, it just sounds like this is like the equivalent of a Disney Hopper Pass or like a fast lane at Cedar Point or something like that. You just get to like skip the registration line and get there a day early or something. I really don't understand it. I don't see why
For an
anyone would
extra
spend like $200 for this. Yeah, like no.
Like a lot of cons do this though, don't they? A lot of cons have like the VIP thing. It's kind of like even like at Lollapalooza, it's like you can buy the regular tickets or you can buy the VIP section tickets, and where you have shade and seats. So it's,
I just don't know. I don't think 200 is worth that sort of thing to bypass the line. I would have done 50, maybe 100 if you're pushing it, but at that point you're almost buying another ticket.
yeah, it's a little expensive, but I bet you people are gonna buy this. I mean, like it's whatever. People are probably gonna do whatever they want with their money, but people are going crazy about this news. People are like, this means this Blizzard is truly now Activision Con because they're selling these expensive tickets for VIP, and it's like, I mean, like, it doesn't really affect anybody, really. If anything, it might make it so our lines will be shorter because all the rich folk are going to be up there in their 550 lines. So I'll take it. But this is great. I mean, me and Immune are planning on being there. Maybe we can smuggle Aaron down in a briefcase.
I am a small boy, so I easily fit in a briefcase. Just poke me a hole in the briefcase so I can breathe on the plane.
Maybe you can catch a ride on Sonic. He can give you a ride with his little baby body.
You know, in the elevator when we get there, we're going to be in there just like the three of us and somebody else, and they're going to be like, is your child in that bag?
Well, it smells like Axe body spray in here. James Marsden.
God, it's so good. Can't wait. But yeah, two out of 3 of your boys are going to be down there at BlizzCon. I don't think we're going to be doing anything podcast related. I don't think anybody really cares about us that much. So
I do not expect to be invited to Pod Before the Storm, but
Oh, that's right. You know what? We'll see if we made it big time. Maybe we'll respectfully decline and be like, wait, just kidding, we want to do it.
maybe we'll crash it.
Please, anything.
I don't think I'd want to do that because we'd be sitting there and then no one would talk to us because no one would be like, who's this? What is this new podcast starting today? It's just exciting. That means that like the con season is on. I'm actually kind of a fan of the changes they made to the buying the tickets because last year and the year before was a clusterfuck, wasn't it?
Yeah, and it was a cluster because like if you didn't get to buy them right away, then you had to buy them third party, and it was through this other system where you weren't really guaranteed to have like successfully bought the ticket until like October, like a month before the con. And there, so it was like up in there. It's like, do I have a ticket? Do I not have a ticket? Did this person scam me?
Because now they have a whole new site. They had, instead of using Universe, now it's Access, I think it's called. And so now treasure tickets are permanent. You don't have to worry about that. The waiting room thing, I think, is actually kind of nice because now instead of having to just spam F5 a billion times and hope you get in, you're put into a random room and you hope that you get pulled like a lottery. Which, I mean, it's kind of the same as pressing F5 anyway, right? It just kind of removes the work out of it. So I think it's a fine change. I'll take it, and I'm just ready to go back to the con.
I'm ready one day to go, but not this year. I gotta move a person up to another state, so gotta hold money off for that.
Oh, I can't wait till you move me on up there, boy.
Yeah, you can live in my basement, baby.
Speaking of basements, can we talk about the ban wave and the unban wave that happened last week?
I was living for the memes about like how Blizzard wasn't banning people for certain things, but then as soon as people start like hacking the game to make their Draenei's boobs bigger, 6-month ban.
Some of these pictures that I saw of these altered models with these characters with big bazookas, like little baby gnomes who had boobs bigger than them, and it's like at a certain point it has to stop being like sexually arousing and just like goofy, right? Like there's a limit, right?
And what I don't get is, so I guess these people, it's not like they're doing this and then they're actually playing. Like when you play, it's just your back, and the back looks the same. So are these people just sitting in Dalaran? Like, oh yeah, oh, do that train emoji. Oh, I'm almost there.
Shit, wait a minute. When they did this, is it only to their model, or could they modify other models as well? Did at one point did my gnome have boobs and I didn't even sign off on this? Were people whacking it to my gnome having boobs, or Growlina with big old bazookas hanging down from her hunched over back?
Maybe that's why she was getting so popular early on there. Is those damn sex modders wanted to see her puppies.
Puppies?
How dare you? She's a respectable lady.
Her Brewfest days are long gone.
Oh no, they're coming up again, baby.
Oh, she's getting ready. She may be an old biddy, but she's gonna let those old titties fly.
It was just so funny how, yes, you're all banned. 6 months. Goodbye. And then it was like, all right, too many of you were banned. Hang on. Let's see. Just don't do it again,
Which one of you guys?
Pervs.
Which one of you guys were the real weirdos? Like, Blood Elf. Okay, that checks. They're hot. Oh, Night Elf dick. That's fair. You, Goblin boobs. Yes. Get out of here. They're like hitting him with a newspaper. Get out of here.
You made no change, but you just elongated the gnome toes? You freak. Get out of here.
Eternal ban.
You have a file on your computer called Gallywick's dick. Get out of here. Leave.
I was kind of disappointed that the ban wave didn't last long enough for one of our raid nights. because I really wanted to see who in our guild wasn't able to get on because
Who's
they were
a dirty
banned.
bird?
Like, can you imagine someone being like, "Sorry guys, I can't. I'll see you guys in 6 months. I got a vacation to go on." It's like everyone knows what you did, Clarence.
Credence.
Credence. Credence would be the name of a guy who uses Night Elf dick elongation mods.
I didn't even know that this is a thing, and apparently this has been a thing in the game for a very long time, like 10 years. I was reading. Can you imagine having your character have those big boobs for 10 years and just being like, "Yeah, this is my WoW. Like, this is it."
Now, do you think the modding community like paid attention to specific like character race attributes? Like, if Skeletra back on Emerald Dream whips off her shirt with these mods on, does she only have like one because the other one fell off?
Oh
Are they
god.
all rotted?
I just imagine them, they're just like regular, like peach colored human boobs just plastered on top of her dead body. I'm afraid that now that I brought it up, people are gonna start emailing us out of the blue and be like, "No, hang on, there's definitely some human dicks up in here."
You don't even know what I have on my computer.
Oh no, don't do this to us. I know one of you sick freaks is out there. You're gonna send me some panda balls? No, thank you. I'll pass.
So, a lot of the affected character models were Blood Elves, and thinking of that, and thinking last week when we brought attention to Lorthamar and the player Blood Elves'
Zeddy.
dissension away from the Horde, that brought me to a talking point this week on this segment, Heroes Call Board. So, Heroes Call Board. There you go. Haven't heard that one in 3 months. So, God damn it!
Are you gonna start this or what?
So I was on the Blizzard forums, and 120 Blood Elf Mage B asks, "Will there be a horde without Blood Elves?" I've been looking around a game and looking at population stats. There are a lot of Blood Elves out and about. Having started in BC, a long-time Alliance player, and never played vanilla, I got to wondering, without Blood Elves in the game, did anyone even play Horde? Is that what Blizzard made Blood Elves Horde aligned? I just can't help to think if the Alliance actually got High Elves instead of Horde and Blood Elves, then the faction balance would look something like 75% Alliance, 25% Horde. So I guess I'll spin that for this current one. If Slide's much maligned third faction comes out and the Blood Elves are in it, do we think Horde numbers will go down dramatically?
That's an interesting theoretical question. And I mean, it would. It would have to, right?
Yeah,
Because
people
even
like playing
looking
their
at what
sexy races, so...
Yeah, even looking at the current Horde, I would say, I won't say it's 75, but it's a solid like 60% Blood Elves because people want to be hot.
Yeah, it's a fuck ton. Like, so many stupid sexy Blood Elves are out there. So yeah, I mean, if they did do this dumb idea of a third faction, and they completely pulled all the Blood Elves, like, you couldn't make a Horde Blood Elf, yeah, I think the numbers would decrease significantly. What if the Blood Elves were just their own faction? Like, just they're the only ones in the third faction. That's it.
They'd still be bigger than both of the other ones. I'm thinking about this third faction. If Night Elves are also there, both sides are fucked. No one's going to want to play the other members of the Alliance because they want to be spicy.
What if they just put all of the elves into their own factions, call them the Elves? So that's a good faction.
And then they put them on a big ship and they blow it up so I can finally be rid of them.
You're gonna talk bad about your Void Elf like that? How dare you?
Nasisha didn't even have the motor function to actually get on the ship. Someone had to pick her up like a cardboard cutout and carry her there.
It was you murderer.
It was me. I did it.
Those boobs away. I'm just trying to imagine.
Just food for thought, I guess, regarding the Blood Elves.
No, yeah, that's some food. I mean, it's a lot of boys out there. It's a lot of peeps are being those blood elves.
Yeah, because I think them and humans probably make up most of the game, right? And night elves.
I do think
And I
it's
would argue
humans.
orcs.
We should do a
I'm gonna say
census.
orc is usually your go-to when it comes to like physical beat 'em up races in the horde.
That was Heroes Callboy. Guys, tell me
I
that
liked it better than the actual ending theme.
isn't that a great stinger? It's a really good stinger.
It's amazing.
So last week we talked about some of the data mined in-game text regarding Bane. This week I thought we would dive in and talk about the data mined broadcast text regarding Queen Azshara herself.
Spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers, guys. Stay away. Yeah, or don't.
If you don't want to be spoiled, though, you probably have seen this somewhere. I'm assuming. I know that there was some YouTube videos about it. There's some stuff. There's some stuff floating around out there, like
Get
like
it floating because it's Azshara.
she's gonna do
She's
that
in the
floats.
water.
I think
You'll float too. You'll float too.
oh no. I think by far the most interesting part of the broadcast text from her is regarding the Heart of Azeroth itself. And I think maybe it's implying here chronologically it's after you defeat Priscilla Ashane in the raid. Is that where this is, you think?
Yeah, because it starts with talking about Priscilla. So I imagine that the very beginning of the spoiler text here is either before or after that boss fight.
Yeah, it seems like it's probably after you beat her. You pound Priscilla.
But yeah, I guess Azshara appears, and then she says,
You see the truth now, don't you, heroes? Every move you've made has been according to my will. That lumbering dwarf believed you could save Azeroth by empowering your shiny little heart, the gift of a sleeping titan. Yes, a titan's heart was exactly what was needed, not to heal the world, but to shatter the prison of a god. The ritual nears completion, the Black Empire rises, and the world awaits its true queen.
There's nothing better than a villain soliloquying, and let me tell you, she lays it all out there for us. Tells us the entire plan.
There are no questions after the end of that boss fight. I'm like, okay, so it's you talking to Magni. That's what you were telling him, and it's to wake up N'Zoth. That's fair. That's fair.
yeah,
Thank you for answering them all.
And this kind of ties into the Warbringer video of Azshara, because N'Zoth made a deal with Azshara, remember, saying that she would be his queen if she took his power, and then she was raised as a Naga and all of her people.
Mm-hmm.
I think Azshara literally takes our necklaces. I think she takes them, or she's sucking the power. I think she's doing the suck, and she's pulling all the power out of our necklaces. I think is what she's doing. So we have to stop her from doing this during the during the raid when you face her.
I sure hope she doesn't just wholesale steal the necklaces, because my eye level is going to go down pretty significantly if I don't have that thing.
It's a lot of
my
primary
Raider
stats.
IO will be fucked.
Man, so poor Magni. I mean, I think we all saw this coming, right? We all saw Magni being tricked. But it's like
he's not known for being a smart man. I'm pretty sure this is like the second or third time he's fallen for this particular goof. It's like, the world's talking to me, and then it's not the world, and he's like, oh shit, but next time that's the one.
So yeah, I wonder, do you think Azeroth was even alive at all? Is she even saying anything, or is it just all solely 100% N'Zoth talking to Magni? Is there just a little bit of Azeroth in there? A teeny bit?
I'd wager to guess it's just been a goof this whole time. Because
we could go back to Il'gynoth fight in Emerald Dream, saying that her heart is a crater and we filled it. Maybe Azeroth has been dead or asleep for a while, and it's just been N'Zoth down there. So Magni thought that it was Azeroth but it was really just N'Zoth this whole time.
God, Magni must feel so stupid. Poor guy.
I really want to see a Magni who the entire thing he's been harping about for 10 years isn't real. I'm like, what is he going to do? Is he going to go back to Ironforge? Is he going to go jump off a cliff and then we collect his body?
He's like, "Oh no, champions! I'm being frozen as stone again!" And then he just like stands really still, but then you see him twitch every once in a while, and you're like,
Yeah,
Magni,
you see his eye move, and you're like, Magni, I'm pretty sure this isn't real. Go away. I'm embarrassed.
Like, I feel like we can't kill Azshara. She baited us all here. She's doing the suck on our necklaces and taking our power. And she's literally blocking, like, teleportation in and out of the room. Like, the Larissa is basically like, oh, I can't teleport. She's blocking it. And it's like, this bitch is doing, like, so many things at once. Like, I don't see how we could possibly kill her, right? She has to swim away and escape. Hopefully.
I just don't know. Will we even be able to kill her? I guess this is like her raid. We are going to fight her, but I thought she was the bad. If we kill Azshara, we're really limiting the amount of people who can fight the champions of Azeroth.
Yeah,
and I guess
I
World
kind
of
of am under
Warcraft
the
will have an end sometime, but I don't want it to be like next expansion.
I was also under kind of the impression that she would get away, kind of like how Jaina got away at the end of Dazza.
Love that Dazza. Dazza!
D-A-Z-Z-A.
One of the more interesting things on this, in this, like, broadcast text is first Arcanist Larissa talking, and she's like, I never expected to set eyes upon the city again. Because that's right, this bitch is so old, and she used to hang out in Zinashari. Like, she's kind of, like, going back to a place she's been before, and it's buck wild that it's, like, a millennia later after it's been in the water and stuff.
So, would Tyrande and Malfurion and them also have been, or no?
I don't think Tyrande was here.
Because this was the place that they sent all the arcane elves. So I think they never went to go visit it. They were just like, go sit in your stinky city.
So?
While we hang out in a tree.
Hey, you know what? That tree was good shit, okay? What I think is a little bit annoying and kind of funny is that somehow, someway, Azshara gets back the fucking Tidestone of Golganath. Remember the Tidestone of Golganath from Legion? Where you run Eye of Azshara and you get the Tidestone and you put it in the little thing in Dalaran?
Yeah, we worked hard to get that, but... You know, as this
apparently she worked harder.
Yeah, as this broadcast text says, someone, I don't really know who is speaking about the Tidestone of Golganath here, but they say they seek the Tidestone, but I will not leave it unguarded as they so foolishly did.
So let me get this straight. We have all these artifacts. We put them in the center of Dalaran, and then we all leave. Everyone just fucking leaves to go to Kultiras and Zandalar, and nobody is watching the 6 powerful relics that we used to defeat the Legion.
The only gate of which is a 5 to 10 second loading screen.
Like, I know that Khadgar ran away, but like, someone's gotta be in charge. Who's in charge now? Who's handling the business? Who's doing the business?
Magic Jerry from the Kirin Tor Turn-In quest. This is your time, Jerbear. You're gonna save the day. Oh no.
I mean, it makes sense because like I left. I haven't really been back there.
You know what's been really cool? If like they actually made it an in-game event where for like 10 minutes, like Naga just kind of walk in and grab it and walk out. And if you're not there to stop it, then it just happens, and you don't get to see it ever again.
It would have been really funny though, because like the only people who would have been there are maybe some people who are like level 110 they'd be like level 100, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then like these are like max level 120 Naga, and they just like roll them over as they like, go through to get the relic.
Someone baited NPCs into Dalaran and killed us. This is garbage. You just hear about it like on the boards.
That's what I would do. Blizzard, hire me. That seems like a fun idea, and I like it.
So, while we think about the Naga invasion of Dalaran and how we all dropped the ball, let's shoot it over to Growlina to see what she has to say over in Darnassus.
Hello everyone, Growlina here. I was mostly goofing off checking out my teleportation nexus when I decided to stop into old Darnassus and see what was up. And apparently it was my friend Roblin. What are you doing here, Rob?
I always liked this city, so I wanted to go back and see it again.
Ah, a panda liking Darnassus? I've never heard of that. My people were forced to go here, you know, but yours never had to. How'd you form such a bond with it?
Well, my friend and I explored a lot around here back in Kata, and I fell in love with the Night Elf zones.
Enjoying the Night Elves? I cannot think of a greater punishment in this world. So are you sad that the Horde burnt down the big tree?
Of course. Now all I get is a flat JPEG to stare at, and a fire sound effect.
Well, we brought the park back, old buddy. Maybe we can bring back the big old tree.
Maybe.
Well, that's been it for me. I'm gonna go take the 20-minute Darnassus flight path and reminisce. Take it away, boys.
Always a solemn moment headed back there, but I'm glad that you found someone still willing to hang out.
Live and learn. Oh.
Live and learn! Speaking of nature and the preservation of such,
Love that nature.
Timewarp! So, for those who are just tuning in to episode 21, Timewarp is the winner of last week calls it. We have 40 seconds where the other two have to answer trivia questions, and the loser has to take a shot.
Ugh.
So this week, we do not have that many entries in the correct ones, but I'm interested to see if you boys are able to get any of them.
Oh boy.
So there's no one who cares more about nature than Detta.
I always said it was Dita, because it's like PETA, but is it Detta? Because the H is there. Because the H would make it Detta.
Who is this?
Oh, this is perfect. Good for me.
Detta, the Druids for the ethical and humane treatment of animals.
Wait, this is a thing?
Oh,
This is a thing. They were featured in a couple expansions, most notably Wrath of the Lich King in the Borean Tundra. They have 6 official members.
Oh, boy.
Can you name me any of them? And begin.
King Murgle.
I'll just start naming some druids, I guess. Let's go with Malfurion. Okay, so you said it was in Wrath of Lich King, so who's around then?
Archdruid Lethorius.
Hamul Toto.
Archdruid Laborious.
Time.
With our time.
Okay, so I don't think Immune got a single answer, and Slide managed to get 2.
How
One
many
is
were there?
because there were 6. One was an NPC that Slide talks of often, and the other was one that I dropped in the group like 3 hours ago.
And so then I scrolled through the Facebook chat. It's not cheating if I read the Facebook chat, right?
So the members...
I got a big eye roll, so I think that counts as cheating.
The members are Archdruid Lethorius, Hierophant Cineas,
Oh, of course.
Hierophant Leandra, Killinger the Den Watcher,
God, their names.
King Murgle, and Zaza.
Man,
Zaza.
do you think anybody out there could have named all 6 of these people without?
Nope. I was like, there's only 6 of them. Should I find more? And I looked at them. I'm like, they'll be lucky to get one. So
Well,
Immune.
Line up that shot.
Okay. Someday I'll win another Timewarp.
I love this because it just means that he always loses.
Always.
Always.
So I won. So I pick.
Yeah, I know you pick.
Yeah, unfortunately, it could keep going. Immune could keep losing, but
We should make it so that the loser gets to pick, right?
No. I like the way that we do it. It's fine.
Okay, if you want to keep drinking, it's fine. Mamma mia.
Mamma mia, pizzeria. Alex takes a shot.
Excuse me? Whoa.
if I drop any of these pizzas, Mr. Aziz is gonna flip. Good old YouTube poop for you.
They got sand in the potato salad.
And you know who else loves to get sand in the potato salad with their big floppy feet?
Is it Twister?
Oh, you sound like one of those guys on the TV.
It's a Twister.
Nope, it's our sexiest NPC of the week.
Ooh, Tito. Ooh. Raymundo.
Hey, loose, brother.
Ancient Hawaiians say.
This week's sexiest NPC is an aquatic animal just as hot as Tito or Raymundo. It's known Data member King Murgle.
How topical. I wonder where you got your inspiration for your time warp.
Oh, Bob.
I put Lothorius down first, and he's actually hot, but King Murgle is funny hot.
Wow. You heard it here first, people. He is disrespecting the real hotness of King Murgle and called him funny hot. What are you, a mean girl in high school? King Murgle is the epitome of hunk. Look at those
Raise
arms.
your hand if King Murgle has ever... That's written about you in his green book.
His green fuck.
I have a question here. Is his costume made out of like corduroy material? Because that's what I feel
Excuse
like
me?
it is.
What
Excuse
costume?
me, King Murgle is a beautiful...
This is a
He's
Murloc.
a beautiful
I
creature.
mean, this is a real life Murloc.
Oh,
How dare you
I'm
besmirch
sorry.
his...
I'm sorry. This is 100% Murloc, mama.
He's the king of the Murloc. Murloc. Now to the main stage. Murloc Mama.
Murgle.
Look at him.
I'm up here serving fishy realness. Because I'm a real fish.
My favorite part is that both eyes will never look at you at the same time. Because they move around separately in their head.
My favorite is that he's a man or Murloc creature who's not afraid to go out and do his own thing because you will never see him with the rest of Data.
He does his own thing. He's an independent woman.
You know, I just love a Murloc with a nice set of teeth, and you could tell that King Murgle really takes care of his chompers.
Are you a dentist? Getting turned on by this teeth.
Oh, there's nothing more. There's nothing more attractive. Well, you must really love the Sonic trailer.
Uh-oh.
There's nothing. Yeah, his 3 sets of tiny shark teeth.
I'm chewing.
Oh, hell yeah. Our ASMR listeners must be hyped. We're back, boys.
This is me with a sponge.
This is me stomping my big Murloc feet on a puddle.
This is the sound of my Murloc tentacles scraping across the top of a cave. There they go. There they are. Also, King Murgle Murgle, did you guys know that King Murgle Murgle's model has its own unique animations? Because it sure fucking does.
Yes, because there is a quest where you become King Murgle Murgle, and you run and interact with other Murlocs, and I'm like, wow, why have none of this come back? When is King Murgle Murgle going to be a playable race?
He was in Legion, I think, but like that's really it. But like, yeah, like I've never seen these animations used anywhere else. Like from jumping to like, I think even his dancing, or his dancing just a night elf dance. Either way, it's just like, Blizzard, use this, give this to me, to my character. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, King Murgle Murgle.
I was still pulling for Lothorius.
Well, you know what? As always, next week, maybe we'll do a 6-week, 6 Dita special, where each one of them gets their time to shine in the sun.
2 of them are Lady Torrens. They don't look so good.
Oh, if you'd like, you can give Lothorius a runner-up right now. Just give him a quick rundown of his sweet chest.
No, we can save
Lothorius
him. He
has a
deserves
big
his
ass-
own. He deserves his own. No.
That's fair. Well, King Murgle Murgle, your sexiest NPC award is in the mail.
And oh, you're my favorite, bitch. And now it's time to our top toot, bottom boo, or medium Murloc noise moot. Aaron, what do you got this week?
My top toot happened earlier this week when I was running quests in Fizz Crank's camp in the Borean Tundra on Randleman.
Hot.
I was just going about my business, doing some stuff, and all of a sudden a Zandalari shaman came down, and he was only like 60 some, or level 70, but he had access to the Potion of Tongues, because he came down and started yelling at me, "You don't want this. You don't want this." And
Wait, what? Normally for the Potion of Tongues, you both have to use it. It's so weird.
I don't know what was going on, but it was definitely a Zandalari troll shouting, "You don't want this." And then he would attack me, but I don't know if he didn't know his buttons or something. He'd get like hit by NPCs and then die. So I'd just be like, okay, he died. Like I killed him. And he'd come back saying I don't want him. And
what
then
the fuck?
This happened like 4 more times, and I'm like, please leave, sir. And then he did.
This sounds hilarious.
Nice. It's one of the few times in PvP where I'm not the one dying.
Do you think he was goofing, or was he actually just, you don't want this, you don't want this, I'm gonna get him, oh fuck, God damn it.
Put him up, oh, there's so many robots.
Oh, this next time he sure doesn't want this. He doesn't want this.
So, I guess my survivability and the one time I've ever won one-on-one is my top toot. Slide, what is your top toot, bottom boot, or medium moot of the week?
I'm gonna give a fucking bottom boot to Blizzard. Or should I say Activision Blizzard. You know what I'm tired of?
No.
I'm tired of fucking paying for this goddamn reforging fee on my goddamn Azshara gear. I want to try out new specs on my rogue, and once again, it's like, hey, you gotta pay some gold if you want to try out the new Azshara traits because we're stupid. And it's like, come on. Just let me fucking change like a talent. What's the deal? They're just holding on to this because they want to be mad and they want to make players feel like you don't have a mastery of your class. Fuck you. Fuck you. Okay. That's it. I mean, what do you have for your top toot or bottom boot or medium moot?
I am also going to go with the bottom boot.
Boo.
And my bottom boot is how, after so many fucking years, they still haven't fixed the problem where if you are a class like any of the ones that Slide plays, apparently, where if you do anything too quickly, it automatically disconnects you. So, like, you had first with your Demon Hunter when you would, like, Fell Rush backflip. You had it again on your Rogue when, what did you do?
I sprinted and I used my fun little hook shot, my grapple, and I used it too fast.
And then on your Monk, too, when you, like, what, cheat torpedo twice in a row and then kicked?
Yep.
Like, I feel like these abilities have been in this game for so long. Well, maybe not the monks, but the other ones have, so it's like, why is this still a problem?
If you move too fast and hit a wall or fall off a cliff, it's game over for your game. Can't handle it.
They're just trying to add a level of realism. Everyone knows in real life, if you do two things subsequently too fast, you log off. It happened to my
That's so
friend
true.
Jerry the other day. He tried to do a cartwheel and then a jump, and midway through his jump, he just faded.
Someone
Oh,
better
God.
tell Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh no.
All right. I think with that, we're going to end. If you guys have any questions, comments, complaints, if you want to send me, if you're one of those freaks out there who's modifying your NPCs to look like they got big boobies, I actually do want to see them. Please send me pictures.
Yeah, please send me pictures. It's not for like booby appreciation. I just wanted to see more photos of them.
I'm just really curious, and like I think it's interesting.
Yeah, we want to see these mods.
Yeah, but you can email us at donotrelentlpod@gmail.com. You can tweet at us on the Twitter at donotrelentlpod. What about you guys? Where can they find you?
You can find me, Alex, or Immunization on Twitter at NewEraAlex.
You can find me, Aaron the Human, at The Big Cheesy on Twitter.
All right, we're out of here. It's time to go sit in the room and wait 21 weeks for Sonic the Hedgehog to come out. And we're... Goodbye, everybody. And remember...
Another down! Do not relent!
Do Not Relent is a podcast of the 3HNC Network, representing U.S. Crowdsourced premier podcasts.
That was a very good wish.